What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Infinity here in the HermitCraft server. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty excited because we got a lot of fun things for today. Today, I'd like to make a move. Yes, we looked at the crag biome last episode, and today I'd like to make a move over there. It seemed like everybody, they're pretty positive about it. Seem to like it way better. I'm really glad that I went and found that. So I think that should be pretty cool, and that's what we're going to spend most of the episode on, starting to move into there. I think that's pretty cool. But before, I'd like to start dealing with all of our issues with warp. Yes, we've been doing so much Thaumcraft stuff, and you guys recommended I make a couple of different things that should help us out with our Thaumaria problems and all of our other warp problems. Last episode, we made this super cool new armor. I know it's not the best armor, but it's definitely, I think, one of the coolest looking armor. I dig it. I dig it. Anyway, it's getting to be nighttime. Let's head inside before any of the baddies come after us. Let's go. Let's go. And I got everything all set up so that we can just do some quick little, what do you call them? Not really experiments, quick little spells, infusions. First of all, I'd like to make this grinning devil faceplate, which we looked at last episode. It's an upgrade to our Thaumic Fortress helm. And this bad boy, supposedly it's going to dampen the effects of warp. If we get it, if we get Thaumaria, hopefully it won't be as bad, as severe, or as long. So that should be pretty cool. Alright, here we go, here we go. Oh, I hope it works. We should have all the magic required for this. It's a very dangerous ritual, though. Oh, baby, it worked! It worked! Alright, let's see what this looks like. Alright, so this one, the Grinning Devil Faceplate. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's crazy looking. That is crazy looking. Alright, so hopefully this will help out with their Thaumaria problems. Next thing, there's a few other things I wanted to do. Alright, so there's another item that supposedly will help out. I've spent so much time unlocking this stuff all of yesterday. There's this thing right here, sanity check. And it says, things have been busy in your mind lately, and it's probably best that you have a look inside. So this sanity checker is going to let us be able to check into our own mind and see how bad things are. So I thought that might be kind of fun and kind of give us a little bit more perspective, maybe, on what's going on. Nice. All right, so here's our little ring. And before we use this too, there's one other item. I think this is it. This talisman of Remedium. This guy right here, it says that it will protect us against outside harmful effects. And I'm hoping that's from warp. But I bet you it also protects you against, like, I don't know, maybe like other potion effects. So I'm going to craft this guy up too. Alright, so let's take a look at this guy. Interesting, inactive. So now that's active. Okay, so I hopefully I can just, whenever if I get an attack or something, I could just put that on. I don't know if I should always have it on. I also don't know if it has to stay in the hotbar. Anyway, let's check out the sanity checker. How does this work? Oh, check that out. Look in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Bam, look at that. It shows all the negative flux warp. All right, so we're pretty high. Oh, that's crazy. So how do I get rid of that? What do I do? Oh, man, look at this. These warping effects are awful. And this thing right here doesn't seem to be really helping with it. I guess I'm not taking damage. Let's see what's our ring say. Can I even see? Oh, it's not that great. But right now I have some effect. It's called Sun Scorch. So I don't know. It's not doing like any damage to me, but it makes everything so bright. It's so annoying. So I'm in the middle of trying to make an Arcane Spa. Look at this. It's just ridiculous. So here I have my little spa area, and hopefully we should be able to just walk right through here. So how does this thing work? Does it just go like that? And let's see. Alright, I think I have to pump water into it. Okay. And then if we put in, let's knock that out. Infinite water stream. And let me see, world interaction. Bam. To make it a water thing. And we'll do a stack upgrade. So it can do it faster. Now, is this filling up? Okay, it's filling up. Is that putting water out into the area? It is not. Okay, let's try putting the purified bath salt. No way! Alright, I think we might need more. Let's see, when we mix this in. Cool. And does the sanitizing soap get mixed in? Alright. Anyway, let's look at our warping effects. Is that this? Oh, warp ward. Alright, so it's not lowering the effects. Alright, so let's try this soap now, too. Oh, okay, do I eat it? Is that cleaning myself? No, it's not doing anything. Come on, wash yourself. Wash yourself. Alright, it doesn't seem like our permanent warp, though, has gone down. Our insanity. Come on, fix my sanity. Fix it. Scrub-a-dub-dub. Scrub-a-dub-dub. In the tub. Oh, what happened? Aw, man, it doesn't seem like that bar of soap made our flux go down. Or made our, whatever the heck it's called, our warp go down. Oh, no. What do those two different colors mean up there? Why is some of it darker than the other? Guys, let me know in the comments what exactly that means. Anyway, let's get on. Let's finish. Let's stop doing Thaumcraft now. Let's stop for today. And let's move on to our new base. I started off building something. And I think I got just about everything I need. I'm using a whole bunch of factory blocks. We got some fantasy blocks and then a bunch of AE stuff. So we can start to hook things up. So let's run over to the crag. And check this out. Let me know what you think about this. What about this? Oh man, look at it. So we got a nice little platform when we spawn over. And this is out of fantasy blocks. I don't know. It's kind of gaudy. I don't know what I think about it yet. But kind of getting a feel. I think it's pretty neat. In any case, we've really been lacking on our ore processing. And I'd like to get a nice little tech room going. So I think we're going to have the tech more over that way. Let's put this. Oh no, are we out of space? Let's put that in there. And yeah, I think I'm going to have this area, this big little hub over here be our little tech area. So let's start to dig this out. We may even have several floors here. Let's maybe try and make it like kind of even with this. Maybe a little bit higher. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll start and let's see. This drops off right there. But that's a good little bit. So I think, yeah, it's starting to dig in right around here. Right around here. Yeah, I think this will be good. So I'm going to start to dig into the mountain. And let's start to design our tech room. Alright, cleared out a nice big area going down. It looks like we're going to have plenty of room. I'm building this up a little bit because I want it to stick out of the mountain a good bit too. Come on, go in there. Because we don't want to just be a hole in the wall. We want to have like a presence coming out of this. And that way we can have like room to room going throughout, built into the mountain. Alright, we're going to have to make a good bit more of that, but how's that? I think that's pretty cool, and then we can make a nice, pretty big, grandiose entrance. And then we can have something on top. This is going to be huge. This is going to be like all of our ore processing and our main techie stuff. So I'm going to keep on doing this out a little bit more for the balcony. Then we can later on make stairs or a bridge going over there. And then we can see within vision of our spawning platform. So pretty cool. I'm digging this so far. I'm digging this. So I'm going to keep on working it out. Let's try and pick out a floor for this room. Let's get the ceiling moved up a good bit. Hopefully it doesn't stick out anywhere out of the mountain. This is pretty good. I'm happy. All right. I think it's coming together pretty nicely. We've got this nice big platform. Yes, this says we are here. I may have gone a little overkill. Oh, but I feel like it needs like more supports or something. I don't want to fuss with this too much because I want to get to start doing the tech today. But I feel like it could use some of these blocks. Now, these used to be shinier. These are the Tyrian or Tyron, or I don't know how you say them. But I feel like they used to be a lot shinier. They look kind of dull now. They used to be like a shiny, shiny metal. Almost like an iron look or something. But I'm not sure. I'm not really feeling them now. Now, the other thing I'm a little concerned about is if we... Oh, that's not what I want. I want to... Let's see. If I aim that like right there, then like right there. If we put these in, is it going to show? Yeah, look at that. Dang it. It doesn't have the connected textures. I really wish Chisel would get that kind of like fixed, but whatevs. I guess I don't know if it's broken. All right, so let's get a bunch of these and let's just see how this looks, and let's see how much of a support we'd really need, and we'll worry about the type of blocks later. See, I think that's kind of cool. I think we might want to choose a block, though, that doesn't have quite the same edging this one does, but we'll leave this for now. Maybe even just straight iron blocks would look better. But that definitely gives it a little bit more of a feel like it's got supports going on. And we're out of the dang carpenter's blocks. I've made so many of these. Let's see, hopefully I have some more in here. No! Alright, let's hop on back. But yeah, I got the path going down the middle. And then I'm gonna use mostly the factory block because they're so cheap. You get 32 per craft. So that's pretty cool. I'm almost feeling like maybe we should have this like at this height and then go down a little bit. Like this, so that we can get a little bit more of like a look down feel at the room. I think that might actually be kind of cool. You know, kind of like the which series was it? The Ultimate series? Yeah, making it kind of like that room. A lot of people have been requesting that, so it could be kind of cool. Let's see here. And then that was in our Red Rock Mountain. This will have to be in our Green Rock Mountain. All right, guys, you ready? You ready? Oh man, take a look. It's so cool. It's so cool. All right, let's hop around. First of all, the platform, I think it's pretty nice. It's pretty grandiose. I'm thinking it might look a little bit cooler if we made it rounded. So I might try and work on that, but I don't think we're going to be able to get to that today. I want to know what you guys think. As far as the room in here, I'm going with the quarried stone. I tried a couple of different blocks, and I ended up liking the quarried the best. So it's pretty cool. I also tried, let me see, what are the other ones I tried? I tried the fantasy blocks. I didn't quite like the way they looked. I don't know, it was almost a little too cartoony for here, going with the black, so I didn't think that worked. I tried marble. Marble is like almost identical. It's so close to the quarried stone. In fact, you probably can't even tell the difference, but it just got ever so slightly different colored white. I didn't quite like it as much, although yes, it's nearly identical. So pretty cool. I'm trying to make it again reminiscent of my old what was it, Unlimited World. So pretty neat, where we have this first little foyer here, and then it drops down. I think it's pretty cool. This is going to be a big room, and then we're of course going to have other sub rooms going across. I'm trying to figure out what third color I want to use, and I've been messing around. I don't know, both of those are pretty ugly. Of course, in the past I used the red, so that's definitely could be another one that I do. I don't want to stick with just black and white, but I'm going to experiment between this episode and next episode. I dug it out all the way over to the other side, and I think that's pretty neat. I'm probably gonna do a similar type setup where it goes back upstairs again and then into another foyer room, and I think that'll be neat. And I may even do a lot of that going all the way around where you can see out, and of course it's gonna go up higher as well. This is just one room, but yeah, I haven't got to making the machines yet. This is just, it's crazy how long it takes. I'm just about out of juice on my pickaxe, so I think we should charge this guy up. Let's see. How much more charge do I have in my guy here? Let's see, where did I just put my pickaxe? Here we go. So this should charge all that stuff up. It should, right? What am I on right now? Inactive, charge hotbar, charge armor, and held item and hotbar. There we go. It's charging up. Oh man, that's so fast. I wanted to show though, once I had a decent amount of charge down in that guy, how fast our setup recharges it again. Let's see. Let's go to Canyon Base. Whammy. Now, the Canyon Base is still going to be a thing. I may end up just making this for my potion, like all my potion stuff, and we already got our golem farm doing all that stuff. I may just leave it at that. But our power seems to be doing well. How are we doing on potions? Almost 50,000. That's crazy. I did find the sugar, though, we're starting to run low on, just because we're using it for 2 parts of the craft. The fermented spider eyes, as well as, since we're doing speed too. Yeah, it's done twice. So we could switch that up and make it in, use a different ingredient and stop making speed potions. So that might be a thing, or we could just add in more witch farms, or we could make a sugarcane farm. None of which we're going to do today. Anyway, let's watch this charge up. Wham! I'd like to see it go even faster. But that's pretty fast. Because that M right there, I believe, stands for million. That's craziness. That's pretty dang fast that it's charging up. And our system pops back on. Oh, and look at that. This is going to get so much more, though, once we add on. We can now make the 3rd level generators. And if this one's already doing 5,000. Oh, man, I can't wait to do the next level one. Anyway, we got to make a whole bunch more. I think the... I wanted to do thermal expansion, but thermal expansion's so expensive. So we may just do alloy smelters and sag mills from Ender IO. So I'm going to get crafting that up. We got to get AE over to our new base. So I'm going to get that installed as well. Let's see. Let's run back to it. For now, calling it the tech room. Where should we put in the AE thing? I want to find, where's the halfway point? I should measure these out. I still don't know. There's still so many unknowns. I'm like the most indecisive builder in the world. It's ridiculous. It takes me so long. Like, I pick up and knock down blocks. I mean, most of you know me, or at least have known my like LP style. And building's never my big thing, just because it takes me so dang long to decide stuff. And like, you wouldn't even believe how much I do off camera of just picking up and setting down blocks. So I want to have like another separate room going off on the sides here and here. I'm not sure how far out though I want them. Like, I want to have probably right around... Ooh. Oh, that's right. I made that glowstone. Hidden glowstone blocks. And I'm not sure how far out, but I want to have a path splitting off like here, going into that way, and another room there and there. Then we're going to have another foyer, or another like sub-split, which I shouldn't be using these blocks. I should be using the quarried blocks instead. So then we'll have like another sub-split room. where it will go like this. Okay. So then after that, then this will be another room. It will go maybe out to about here. No, we should probably end it off right here. We'll do another sub-split. Then we'll have another 2 rooms going off the sides. And I still got to measure this all out. Like, I don't want to start putting things in place yet until I know exactly what I'm setting down. I try to be kind of exact of where I want to have things. I want to make sure that all the machines, I got to count out how many of each machine that we're going to want to use. But this gives you kind of an idea. So then we'll have another 2 sub-rooms there and there. The machines will all go in here. We'll probably have them like a different colored floor around the machines. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking of making them not built into the wall like I normally do, but kind of have it like this, where it's right in the center. We can use some type of other factory block. Something like... which one do I want to use? I'm not a big fan of brown. I don't know that I want to get brown involved into our build, but I don't know. Maybe I'll grab this wired block for now. I kind of like this one. I don't know why. It's got a little bit of purpley. What do they call it? Shade of purple. Yeah, I kind of like that. I don't know whether I should be using all of one type or all of another type. But anyway, then we'll have like our machines lined up like this. Imagine them on top of each of these. And see, that already doesn't... Oh, no. If I went one more... Oh, crud. I hate that. I always do that. Always. Let's see. Alright, so all the machines would go on there, and that's enough for 1, 2, 3, so that's 6. That's actually pretty... I kind of winged this pretty well. Is this room... That's not symmetrical, but it doesn't have to be symmetrical. Let's see, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, so I can just move this one over, and then that would be symmetrical. Let's see here. Oop. Four and 4. Are those the same thing? I don't understand why it changes. Oop. Yeah, it's fine. So those are glowstone block ones. So then that splits off there and there into another room. So we have another room here. So it'd be 3, 3. That doesn't look too bad. And 3. All right, this is coming out okay. I'm digging it so far. Look at this. It's actually coming out. I can't believe it. Okay, so then if we want to have this other side symmetrical, that needs to be, though, another 8 blocks plus all of that, which I don't think we quite have that much space. Of course, we could build out of the mountain. That could be a thing. Or we could just not have another sub-room. We could go up the stairs immediately. Which that definitely could be. So I'm going to tinker around with all that. So far, I'm liking how this is coming out. I think that it's pretty cool. Let's see. Bam. And I dug out, we have enough room for doing all of our wiring underneath. Now, one cool thing, since we're doing Thaumcraft, since we're into Thaumcraft, I do want to try and incorporate that. And a lot of people wonder, it really drives me nuts how many people do just, oh, I hate magic, I hate this, I hate that. There's a lot of cool, useful things in the magic mods that can be mixed in with the tech, and it's super helpful. One thing that I think will be pretty cool is there's a block that I'm able to kind of like wirelessly connect up to our machines, so we could almost have like floating machines and not have to see all the wires. Now, I'm not sure if it works with AE, so that we'll have to find out, but I think it sounds in theory like it could be pretty cool. I know it's not new. I forget the name of it, but we'll hopefully see that come into place. But it's just a lot of different little things to do. All right, I think that's looking kind of cool. The two different sub rooms. And remember, in the old LP, we had in this room right here is where we had like the AE stuff. It was actually, I think, when AE first started being a thing in mods, in Modded. It was my first time using it, so that's kind of cool. It's not really the best central location having it over here in a separate room, but it definitely could work. Let's see. Yeah, so it's coming out interesting. Definitely interesting. I don't remember the ceilings being this high though, so I probably didn't have as many stairs. But that's okay. We don't have to do exactly the same thing. Let's see. Let's grab some more stone. And I'm doing right now probably more on without cutting than I've done in a while, but it's getting pretty late in the day. I've been doing this all day and messing around. So I'm pretty happy that we're getting some progress here. Alright, so those are all the lighty blocks. Let's get this cord stone. This might be way too tall. I feel like maybe we shouldn't have them as close together if we're doing it that tall. Of course, I'll probably have blocks like that going across, and we might change that to brick. Perhaps when we get another color added in too, we can do stuff to break it up so it doesn't look quite as tall. Like I think actually in the past that's what I did, where I had like a different color for a couple of them. So that might end up making it look better. But I'm definitely digging this. I'm digging this. I'm so happy that we moved over to the crag. Like, this is definitely what we needed to do. I wasn't quite feeling that canyon. Like, I liked it, but it just, something didn't feel big enough. It's too small. So, what other color? What is going to be our third color? What should we do? You guys are going to have to let me know. I think that's pretty cool. And let me know, should we do thermal expansion? A lot of let me knows today. Do you want to see me do thermal expansion? I really want to do IC2, so I might look into that. Let me know how many of you think I should try and get into IC2, but we got to get our ores processed. I have no auto I'm done yet. I'm doing it all by hand still, which is not good. We're getting pretty late into the series. What are we on? Episode 27? That's crazy. Craziness. I'm just having so much fun, guys, and I'm really trying not to rush this season because I want it to last a long time. Anyway, guys, let's take off the hat. Thank you oh so much for watching. As always, we had more of a buildy episode today. We haven't had one of those in a long time. Buildy talky, but we're getting progress. And I think come next time, I'm going to focus mostly on tech. Yeah, mostly on tech next episode. So I think that should be pretty cool. Help me out with the bath salts and all that stuff. Is there any other things I can do to get rid of the warp? And am I using those correctly? It seems like I just can get the non-warding effect on them to make all our warp go away. But what else can I do? Let me know about the third color, and let me know about what, for you tech people, what machines do you want me to go down? Thermal expansion, Ender IO, IC2, or all three? Tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll have another episode tomorrow. See you then. As always, peace out.